Hello and welcome to Chat About again. Not that I do very many, but I don't. Anyway, welcome. My name is Martin, or SpongeBob. Anyway, for many years, since Microsoft first released MS-DOS version 1, right up to Windows 11, I have stuck religiously by using Microsoft. Recently, doing video work, graphic work, or anything, it's been rubbish. Crashes all the time, it's awkward to set up, it's not fluid, the operating system, and I tell you, I was thinking about going back to an easel and chalk or something because it was really peeing me off, Windows. And it's not like the laptop that I've got isn't quite powerful. It's i7, 32GB of RAM, 2TB hard drive, SSD, and it's still terrible, awful thing. HP, GeForce, GTX graphics in it. Fairly good laptop that I've up-spec'd, and well, it's slower than a push bike with no wheels. It really is. It's terrible. Anyway, I've been wondering what to do for quite some time, and I've always said for many years that I wouldn't have an Apple. Not a green one or a red one. I don't like them. They're horrible. I don't mind apple crumble, apple cooked, but apple or toffee apple, no, you can keep that. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress. So I bought a second-hand iMac, 21-inch screen. So I'm not used to talking about iMac, so I'm confused as to what to tell you about it. It's an i7 processor, 16GB of RAM, only a 256GB hard disk, which I will come to in a minute. It is SSD. And what else am I tell you about? 21-inch screen, i7 processor, 200. Yeah, I think I've told you pretty much all there is to tell you about it. It's the 2017 model, so it's got the Thunderbolt and USB-C and all the rest of it. I'm not very technologically spoken, I'm afraid, so you'll have to put up with me talking a load of crap. Anyway, with the 256GB hard drive, it's not the quickest thing in the world, but it's reasonably quick enough to do what I want, video editing and everything else. But I haven't, with 256GB, it fills up really quick. Put a couple of videos on there, 5 gig or whatever, 4K video footage, and edit it. Next thing you know, you've got no space at all, and things are starting to go wrong. So, to resolve that, I have had to find a way of storing my data rather than keeping it on the main drive. Now, I have got a WD My Cloud device, which I used for a long time, connected to my laptop, and I've still got that. What did I do? I looked at SSD drives internal, but that means cutting the screen off and playing around inside it, which I might eventually do anyway, I don't know. And I looked at external SSD drives and Thunderbolt 3 drives, which were horrifically expensive. So I went for a kind of a middle option. Well, it might not be an option yet, I don't know until I plug it in and test it. And it's WD My Passport for Mac. Let me show you it quickly. I'll unpack it and we can have a look and see what's in it. So, here it is. WD My Passport for Mac. It's the 4TB one. It says portable storage, USB-C ready. Doesn't say whether it's got USB-C cable in it or not. On the side of it, Time Machine ready, which I believe is as I'm not used to Mac, I believe that's the backup system. Hardware encryption, so you can put passwords and things on it like that. to secure your data, and it's 256-bit secure. What I do love on the back of the box here is that WD, in their infinite wisdom, have got a lovely colour scheme, orange and white, great. But white text on an orange background doesn't work so well unless you get really, really close to it. But it does say that it's a portable hard drive, which we already know. We didn't think it was a Cornetto. It does say it comes with USB 3 cable with USB-C adapter, whatever that means. We'll find out in a minute. It does say it comes with WD Discovery, software for password protection and drive utilities, internet activation required, and a quick install guide. It's got a lovely little tab hanging it up on, if you want to use it as an earring or something, and all your serial numbers and stuff are on the bottom. So that's about it. Easy to use, password protected, and I think from Curry's yesterday it was about £95 or something like that. Anyway, so let's open it with this little plastic tab thing on the back. So let's open the box and find out what is inside. Plastic box, an empty cardboard box now. Plastic box, sealed clamshell type affair. Let's open it up. And this is obviously a newer version because I watched a YouTube video of someone unboxing one of these last night, and it came in a cardboard sleeve inside that cardboard sleeve. Right, one unit. It's not very heavy, not very big. I would say about the size of a packet of cigarettes or something like that. I can't show you because my good lady screwed up the only packet we had, so I can't show you. It's got some kind of connector on the back there. It's not USB-C, I don't know what it is. Anyway, like a light blue or dark blue colour rather. Nothing much on either side, no screws or anything, nothing protruding, no rubber feet, which I thought there might be, to stop it scraping around on the table, you know. Anyway, my passport for Mac 4 terabyte. What else is in the box? Set of instructions, and what do we do with instructions? I know what we do with instructions. For now. Also in the plastic tub box, whatever you want to call it, is a USB cable. Strange, bizarre looking thing. Never seen one with a connector like that on the end before. Well, that's obviously the same as matching up with the hole on that one. And USB-C on the other end of the thing. So it does say adapter. So if you pull that off, you've got the old-fashioned USB-A on there as well. So that's how it adapts. Now it does say on their website that this will do 5 GB per second. I'm not sure I believe that, but we'll find out, shall we? We'll have a look. So it does say it's plug and play. So let's plug and go and play. So I've already opened Finder, and I'll now plug the drive in, and it's supposed to be plug and play, so let's see what happens. They want you to see there WD My Cloud is actually the old one I was telling you about, which I've connected to this. It's horrifically slow. And this is the My Passport. It's just come up now, so let's click on there. And in there we find 2 files. The Windows exe file to install it for Windows, which we don't want to do, and the Mac image file, disk image file. So let's double click on the Mac disk image file. Install Western Digital Software comes up. Double click that. We are connecting. Welcome to WD Discovery. Install now. Product improvement. Help Western Digital to improve your WD Discovery experience by choosing to share app activity and crash info. I've always thought that these things are taking up your bandwidth and stuff, and you don't really need it. So, you can bugger off, unless you're going to pay me for it. You can read more about diagnostics. No, I don't want to connect. They ask you twice, cheeky blighters. Import files from cloud storage or social media. I'm not convinced that I want to import any files from cloud storage or social media. And it didn't seem to give you the option whether you want to install or, do that or not. Right, my password prompt.
Yep.
And on we go again. Keep your content in sync. I'd rather keep it on the hard drive than in the sink. It gets wet in the sink. And here we go up here. It's popped up some software, WD Discovery software. Let's get rid of this for a minute. We don't need that my passport installation files now. Let's have a look at this. There's a pop-up come up here. Forget that. Right, we've come up with this little app here. And it says you can set a password, change device configuration, and do more with your USB device. Next. Have a MyCloud Home, sign in here. Next. All your notifications will appear here. Find any folders that I'll share with you here and access them from the Finder. Oh, lovely. We can also register the device, which I'll do later. So we can import data from cloud storage or social media. Don't want to do that. MyCloud Home. After you sign in, MyCloud Home will show up under the Storage tab. And then we've also got My Passport for Mac. Let's click on that. Set password. So we'll put a password in. There's a password. Password hint. I'll put that in later. I'll just put hint for now. There you go. Nudge nudge, wink wink, hint hint. Enable me to auto unlock me on this computer. Okay, we'll do that. And we'll set the password. Now I'm told once you've done this, any data that's on there, if you can't remember the password, you're buggered. Nobody can get it off, not even WD apparently. The only way is to format the hard drive and then you lose it all anyway. So don't use a password you can't remember. And then it goes on to rescue device. So again, if we go onto the Finder, My Passport, there we go. And there it is there. I won't delete them files off there. I'll leave them on there. Although I don't want the Windows one particularly, but hey. Let's have a look and see disk utility, what it's telling us about it. WD My Passport, 4 terabyte. 4 terabyte free. 1.11 gigabyte is used. That's no doubt with them 2 files that are on there. So we don't need to know about that. But interestingly, let's have a look and see how fast the thing is. And we can use. See, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Black something or other, isn't it? There we go. Blackmagic. We can use Blackmagic Disk Speed Test and find out what it's doing. And there it is there. So let's have a look what disk we're looking at here. Select target drive. We're looking at the main drive at the moment. So let's start the test on that. And this is the internal SSD. And it's writing at 1459 or thereabouts megabytes a second. And reading at 2220 megabytes a second. So it's quite speedy. If we now go to the My Passport drive and open that, be prepared to be shocked how crap it is. No, I hope not, but you never know. Yeah, there you go. Writing at 100 megabytes a second, which is pretty pork, and no doubt it'll read just as rubbish. So not very good, but it's a lot better. I'm not even wait to see what it does on read. It's a lot better if I go to WD My Cloud and open that. If it does, and do a speed test on this, prepared to be really shocked. It's not much worse, is it, really? Anyway, the downside to I have found on the My Cloud device is it is a pain in the neck because it does it over the network, and it can be a real pain. Yeah, the My Cloud device, WD My Cloud device over the network is a real pain in the bum. Sometimes it'll let you on, sometimes it won't let you on. Oh, it is a real fiddle, and I've really torn my hair out, which is why I'm bald now. WD, thank you very much. And it's a real pest, and it's not good, at all. So I've been quite interested to see how well this one performs. But essentially, for your money, it's a small, handy device. You can unplug it, take it away with you. You can't get more secure than the hard drive not being attached to your computer at all. Password encrypted, reasonably cheap, 4 terabytes of storage. So my next job is get all the rubbish off the WD cloud and put it on this. All right, got no cloud on there. I can't, access it from other places, but I can take it with me and plug it in. So there we go. Right, that's enough from me gabbling and spouting shit. So have a nice day, and if whatever you do, don't buy a PC. See ya.